Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom week 13 day 1, and of course it is a brown Tower of Doom. We also ended up getting a new set of Tower of Doom weapons since we've already gone through all 12 of the other ones, 6 in 2 different categories. We now have a whole new typing of it. This typing is just as useless as the HP gain one, but at least slightly less useless, kind of. It does a little bit of scatter damage with a +4 per tempering level up to 40 once it gets to +10. And yeah, that's basically it. That's pretty much it. It's to create a little bit of a mix of whatever the color is in skulls, which isn't really that good because they're not Doom skulls, which doesn't make much sense given that it is a Doom weapon after all. And just gives all allies a bunch of mana. With additional amount, or a bunch of magic, 3 magic with additional 5 if there is a Doom on the opposing team. So not really much value. You could maybe use this somewhat like a Rowan in a way, but the biggest issue is the consistency with its extra turns. Obviously be less damage than one. It's only going to be hitting around the 70s or so, but it does have that extra turn potential. But the extra turn potential is so low that you're basically never going to be using this thing. It just does not seem worth using. And I wouldn't really advise it with any of the 6 color ones. I wouldn't make any difference. However, we're still going to get it nonetheless because I need it just for the sake of having it. So let's go and get it. Hey, we got a Magnus too. That's actually not too bad. Are we going to get any mythics? We could get a random brown mythic off of this. We get absurdly lucky. It is very ultra unlucky that or unlikely that would happen though. But technically possible. There we go. Doomed Codex, which we'll never, ever use, but there we go, we got it. And now we can start going through Tower of Doom. I believe my guild has it marked. If not, I can go check Discord and go from there for when we start doing Tower of Doom. We also ended up getting blue deeds today. Blue deeds, of course, are best to be put into Stormheim. Stormheim is getting a faction in about 2 months from now. Not next faction, but the following faction. So you're probably going to want to have Stormheim upgraded for that. However, if you already started on Merlantis, which was the previous best one, you might just want to finish Merlantis all the way out. But do keep in mind that... What on earth is that scroll bar doing? What? I wonder if they fixed that. What on earth is that scroll bar doing? That is really weird. How did that happen? That's weird. Why was the scroll bar in the middle? Wait, why is it over to the side now? That was really strange. How was the scroll bar in the middle? What on earth did I do to do that? That was really weird. The scroll bar was just in the middle. I thought that would look like really off. Wow, okay. Anyways, yeah, either finish out Merlantis or go do Stormheim with your blues. And of course, yellow yesterday, you'd probably just want to put into Divining Fields, given that that's the most recent faction if you haven't already done it. But anyways, first order of business. Let's go and, well, let's say hello to everyone. Hello, Tom. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Clarence. Hello, Supplement. Hello, Isabel. Oh, yeah. That reminds me. Don't forget, 4.6 spoilers tonight. Not specifically on my stream, though. The devs will be going over that tonight, which means tomorrow night we'll be going over it here. But the devs will be streaming in about hour and a half or so. So, yeah, 4.6 very soon. Who knows? 4.6 patch could even be later tonight. Highly doubted, though. But technically possible. But no, it's very unlikely. But it could still happen this week. You never know. Keep an eye on that forum. Randomly, it's just tonight. No, it's very unlikely to be tonight. But could theoretically be this week. But anyways. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Drock. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Captain. You just pulled the Grey King. Very nice. Yeah, don't forget, Grey King's still available. He's still available for the rest of this week, or not the rest of this week, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday reset, he will no longer be in drop table. But, yeah, you still have 4 days, or 3 days technically, if you don't count today, the rest of today. Hello, Steve. Hello, Level Orbs. Hello, Toyax. Hello, Hasten. Hello, John. Hello, Strodium's Cat. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, John. Let's see. Hello, Chad. Hello, everyone else. Welcome. Anyways, let's get into some Tower of Doom. So let's go head over to Guild, in the Tower of Doom, figure out what on earth the room we're doing. Looks like we're doing 2. Oh, are we taking haste? I feel like we skip haste. because we're not going for leaderboard, and we're gonna have enough with our guild to get it done. How far are we on rewards? Yeah, we'll definitely have enough to skip haste. So I'm gonna be skipping every single haste scroll. Sounds like a plan. The double haste on first room, that's too tempting to go for. Never mind, I'm not skipping these. Maybe once we reach about 10, we'll start skipping them or so. But that's just such free sigils right there. But I guess we'll do them. 2, 3, and then the 5. Anyways, let me go set up a team. For the first initial teams, we're going to be just using Slicer with Gargoyles, most likely. Might as well just go with that, and then just revamp from there. This Slicer weapon did come back in a couple weeks ago, so if any of you picked that back up, really, really easy option. Troops, Gargoyles. And hero class, we could technically set to anything, ideally a half mana start. But since we're going to be doing a bunch of battles, might as well get some free XP. And who do I want free XP on right now? Who is not level 70 other than War Priest? Oracle! You still got a little ways to go. We're almost there though. Go set our banner then. I guess just a standard +1/+1 is fine. However, I'll double check the minuses to see if we can do it a little bit better. I want a +2 brown, +1 red, or +2 red, -1 brown, or +1 brown, I mean. But I don't think we have it on either of these two colors, so +1/+1 is still perfectly fine. Yeah, +1/+1 it is. There we go, let's go +1/+1. Do that, and should be good to go. And we'll just go with the Gargoyle spam. And of course we have enchant, since we have the potion effect there. And that should be all we need, so let's get into it. Oh, did the stream drop for a second? My bad. It seemed to have dropped for a very, very short duration of time, though. Okay, we'll go get the kill on Valraven. It's one of the reasons why we even do these battles that have the haste on them, is to be able to get the Valraven kills. Go for that, and one more poke for the kill, and there we go. And rinse and repeat. What to use for the later levels with the Yasmin's Pride Ketris combo? What would be the thing you offset it with? You would obviously go with that. You would use Yasmin's Pride, 1 to 2 Ketris. Trying to think of the mana generation option that works for that. I know I used it before on Brown Day. What did I use to mana generate for it? I might have used Sylvania more just for the safe entangle. I'm trying to think of what we use for mana accumulation though. Probably Cockatrice. Like, what else under Brown would feed yourself decently? I'm pretty sure I just end up using Cockatrice. I likely use Yasmin's Pride, Cockatrice, double, Ketris, double. Is likely what I used last time around. Yeah, so no need to cover the videos and go over some teams for it. Been so busy trying to get stuff done before the time off. Basically been trying to do like a month's worth of stuff within just last week or so. Actually, it's more like 3 weeks of stuff in the last week. Almost all the way caught up. I'll take that over. Grab our Gargoyle there. And he's dead. And what was the other room we needed? We need a 5, so grab that, ignore the other one, and move forward. The Grey King. I guess the Grey King would work. You can get a triple disable in the final battle, while also simultaneously hitting all 3 of them. We might end up making a team out of Grey King, just for the sake of testing it. Because yes, the Grey King does have an interesting feature in that in Tower of Doom final battles, you'll be able to hit everything simultaneously every single time. Like right here is pure brown, and every single time it's going to be a pure color team of all 4. You wouldn't be able to silence or do anything in that regard to the Doom, but to everything else, you would be able to go and do the full effect, most likely, as well as it'd still be hitting all of them with damage. So yeah, we might need to go make a king team. So it'd only work at the lower level range though. It wouldn't really upscale that well because his damage is relatively bad later on. So of course you could still use him for his disable, but if you're mostly using him for his disable, it's probably not worth it compared to other options that exist. Also, a lot of Valravens. Roberto, you're back after 3 years of not playing and you're totally lost. Yeah, I know. They changed a lot in 3 years if you haven't played in 3 years. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So that's a lot of questions if you haven't played in 3 years. Because this game is almost not the same game anymore if you haven't played in 3 years. Right now we're doing Tower of Doom, which is something that came out last year. A lot of sigil-based things came out last year. This was mainly because they changed up how the gem economy of the game works. And in doing so, they made this like the new gem sync. Or one of the gem syncs. The whole sigil system things for some various events. Check your team. We can go check it, sure. Let's see. Is that the only room we needed? Other than the unlock? Yes, that was the only one. So let's go do the 4 and then head to the final thing. There we go. We'll take the purple first. Or not. The explosions that start a battle just gonna completely deny us of it. Fail. But I'll go get a gargoyle right there. Take our reds first just to get the mana. Don't need any more reds as follow-up. We can just go do that. So a lot of Valravens all of a sudden. I feel like we've gotten Valraven like every other battle. Definitely perfectly fine though. And it was get the slicer kill. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that one team that was mentioned. Oops, did I just take a life? Wait, what? Did I read the wrong room? I did. Fail. Whoops. Sigil wasted. Hey, I did take a wrong room. Have I ever taken a wrong room? I think that might have been the first time. But yeah, whoops, I was looking at the wrong number thing. I was looking for 4 for the next one. Whoops, that is a 2. That is definitely a 2 that we needed. Fail. Oh well. We're gonna have way more than enough sigils, so that's not really that big a deal. At least we're doing it at the very early ones if we're gonna accidentally do the wrong one. That's not as impactful. The battle takes seconds. Hello, James. Welcome. All right, let me go test that team now. Or at least look at it, if not test it. Because I'm pretty sure it's a higher level team. As in higher level delves, not the lower level ones. Let's see. Let's go put it into a team real quick. We're just into its slots. I guess I'll keep those teams for now. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Fail. Okay, let me go copy this again. Paste the team. Mang, Glaceon. Oh yeah, Skull Spam. Why Raph in last slot though? I guess you didn't want to risk it in first slot. That would work. If you had a standard Skull Spam, that is an option. I still need to go not sure if I want to do the pet at the moment. Let it sit there because the only thing we need all fits the food. Though we still do need food, that's for sure. Gotta feed our pets. Don't want them going hungry. Well, not like they can go hungry, but still. That'd be an interesting mechanic. It would have made a lot of sense if the pets needed food over time. I still find it really weird that they don't require food over time. You just feed them once and they are fed forever. You'd kind of think they would have done that as a resource sink of some kind. Where you would have to constantly keep feeding your pets to some degree. But they didn't end up implementing it that way. Did I answer your question? No, I did not. Marcelo, what was your question? What to use for later levels without Yasmin's Pride? Oh, wait, never mind. I misread your question when I answered your question. I was mentioning a catcher's team for it. Higher levels without it would just be Mang and a Skull Spam. Would be your easiest bet. Mang to Keeper of Souls is probably one of the more consistent methods. Doing something like Mang, Cockatrice, Keeper of Souls, one other option. There's plenty of other options to do. That'd be one of the safer ones. Okay, now we could take number 2 room. And not accidentally take the wrong room again. Yeah, I think that might have been the first time we've ever taken the wrong room. Because I'm normally like extremely cautious. I'm a little bit tired right now, which is probably why. But let's see. I'll take that over for now. Grab the blue. Take our the poke right there. Yeah, we can't sleep yet. We need to figure out what spoilers they end up spoiling later tonight. So I know what I can talk about tomorrow. Who knows, maybe even the patch will be out by then. I really hope it is. Is Earth's Fury a viable skull spam option? You don't necessarily do it within skull spam, but you could. You're generally just better off doing Mang at that point, though. Unless you're using something else in your... But normally it's your hero, so you could take Brown into Barrier. This is why you normally use Mang for it. Yeah, that was the only things we needed here, right? Yeah, that was the only ones we needed. Move forward. Yeah, Earth's Fury is definitely highly, highly advised to have. It's a fantastic weapon to have. I personally feel like I don't use it that much. Like, it's probably been months since I've bothered using Earth's Fury. But it's still a great utility to have around, nonetheless. It is one of the better event-related weapons that are like that. I'm not sure if it's top 10 anymore, but it's definitely really, really high up there. Not top 10, it's definitely top 20. Was there anything else in Soulforge this week that was useful in that regard? There's Earth's Fury, Spiked Mace is useless, Doomed Codex is useless, and no, it was the only viable one is Earth's Fury. Yeah, definitely pretty advised to go get. What did this thing even do? Oh, it's just Groshnock bonus. That's why I didn't remember what it was. Because it is horrible. What was it? 4. We got a 3 into haste into 2. Sounds good. Take this one, just do it vertically. And then move on to boss. Oh, what do we take here? I guess we just take red for now. So grab that. One more turn until it gets full. We got lucky somewheres. Doesn't look like it though. So let's move that over. We can go one right into the other. And it does not get the kill. That does. Oh, so that was Zeddicus. Here's our haste, and I believe it was 2, but let me just double check. And it was a 2. Making sure. Oh, got a Valraven. Nice. Pretty decent rate on Valravens, that's for sure. Okay. A red for now. Oh, wrong way. Take the red. Probably hit him directly just to play it safe. Go to that. Got our slicer. That is enough to kill, and then we just follow up with the final hit. And there's unlock. And those were the only 2 we needed, so let's move forward. Well, I gave out all my honor yesterday. We ended up doing it. I'm all out of honor. Yeah, we've been handing it out occasionally on stream. It's so hard to get honor these days because barely anyone ever hands it out anymore. Or at least a lot less frequently than when it first came out. Wow, only a 3? Got nothing good in this entire floor. So let's take the move on scroll. Yeah, like the first time you figured out Essence of Evil. Yeah, it's a pretty nice option. particularly for Tower of Doom final rooms. I'm probably going to mess around with it a little bit later, once we reach like the mid-level range. I think for the most of this stream, we're just going to be at the lower level range though, until tomorrow. Because I definitely do not want to cut into Salty's stream today, or whoever's streaming. I forget if it's actually Salty or not, because I think she might be busy with something. But yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of 4.3 spoilers, or 4.6 spoilers tonight. Not on this stream, but on the other stream. I'll be going over it tomorrow. And who knows, maybe the patch will be out by then. And she says she has something special to say at the end of her stream. And it's probably today or tomorrow. We'll find out later. Yeah, that was the only one we needed. And next floor is also just a one-room floor. Tacet is dishonored from our lack of honor. Salty and Osbald, nice. Hey, Osbald, really nice. Why is chat not on? Because for whatever reason, despite chat not being disabled, it says chat is disabled. Why? I do not know. But, this is why. Chat is disabled for whatever reason, even though it's not disabled. YouTube's being weird. Yeah, it says it's disabled even though it's not disabled. Because you guys are obviously chatting right now. And I went into settings and double checked and made sure it was enabled. And it was. But it still says it's disabled. I'm not sure why. It's never said that before. This is the first time that has ever happened. Hopefully just tomorrow it'll be fixed next time we try streaming. Is there any good class weapon to use with a War Gear team? No, War Gears are still useless. That hasn't changed over 3 years. That's one thing that still is the same. War Gears are still completely useless. However, they did change how Wolf Garrick's final trait works several months ago. But actually, that was a couple of patches ago, pretty recent. But he's still useless. War Gears are still useless, unfortunately. There isn't really any viable way to run War Gears. And they don't even have a hero class yet either. Because the one from their McGrim Woods is a Warden, which counts as Beast, not as Wargear. Which still doesn't make much sense, given that it is the Wargear Kingdom. Hello, Exos, welcome. Generally, in early game right now, the best ways to go is Sunbird, Rowan with Leprechaun. Like Mountain Crusher, Sunbird, Rowan, Leprechaun. Or anything based around Mang. Are some of the best early game teams right now. Early mid game. Ranger became really meta a little while back for early game. However, they ended up nerfing it slightly. Still pretty decent, but just not the absolute best anymore. Oh, we got a lucky scroll. That's good. 2, 3, 4. Everything except the 5. Also, this Laser Gargoyle team should last us about 100 or so. Not sure if we'll ditch it a little bit earlier than that. So far, so good. What is the worst Kingdom Mythics? The entirety of Groshnok. Yeah, those two. Gate of Zoran and Garganta are both from Groshnok. They're the two worst mythics in the entire game. Well, they ended up... Well, they actually buffed Ranger a couple years ago, like around 2 years ago. They buffed it twice. Once 2 years ago, once about a year ago, and then they nerfed it the last several months. It's not that big of a nerf, but they did nerf it to be a little bit less than what it was. But no, they did buff it twice. There's 2 buffs and a nerf. Because after the second buff, they realized they kind of buffed them too much for early game. It took them a while before they brought it back, but they did end up like bringing him back a little bit as far as his stats downwards. It's still stronger than he was 3 years ago, though. Oh, why did I do it there? I should have. Fakes were made. That could be that big a deal, though. Do that, get her poke, and then take the final hit there. I probably should do the pet soon before I forget. Not that big a deal since we're only doing it for food, but we still need the food. Nonetheless. Loading screen? Hello? Hey, scroll! Double check, was this the 4, right? Yeah, 4. And then we move on. Take that for now. And that gets a little poke, and then he does off guard. Hello, Corin, welcome! There's unlock, and it'll take out the boss. Yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with, also, hello, analyst. Tomorrow I'm definitely gonna need to mess around with Possessed King, the Grey King in Tower of Doom, just to see what it could do. I don't think we'd run it for the very late ones, but for like the mid-range ones, it seems like it'd be decent, and the lower range ones. It'd be a little bit too slow for the lower range team though. There we go. So I'll have a redeem code once we hit floor 10. The floor we're on now? 8? Yeah, 8. Let's get the fireball. 3 to move on. 4 and 3. Another Vow Raven. Pretty decent luck on them so far. I saw Cascade as well. And it's pretty much matched. Just gotta wait 2 more turns. Placer and the Gargoyle will kill. And he'd be dead. And what was the other one again? 3 is the other one. Oops, I almost just clicked Fireball. That would have been a fail. Fireball we obviously want to save for the later floors. Where they take more time to complete. Save time later on. Yeah, that 5 damage was not enough to kill, unfortunately. There we go. Hello, Lone Wolf, welcome. Any good new PvP teams? As of next patch, there will be. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that will open up due to next patch because of the extra stat gains that you can use, as well as the other effects like cleanse and stuff, which we'll be mentioning more tomorrow night. But yeah, the new effects are pretty nice that you can end up using for bonuses. But also make troops that gain more of a boost ratio, better boost ratios. For example, troops that are based on magic are going to gain a really, really high benefit as of next patch. Both in upgrades, but also for the medals that you'll be able to use next patch. Yeah, it's tokens, badges, and medals. With the medals being the most relevant. Will it be applicable in Guild Wars? I'm pretty sure it is, yes. I'm pretty sure they are actually usable in Guild Wars. That is correct. So you do want to farm them in order to have them for Guild Wars. They're used in two ways for Guild Wars. Well, for everything, not just Guild Wars. You can directly increase the stats of troops, but you can also increase the stats of everything. There's a limit to how much you could do, though. It's not like you can just infinitely boost your stats. But similar to how you use souls to upgrade your troops, this is basically the new using souls to upgrade your troops method next patch. It also uses souls, but it's basically the expansion to that method. Without using extra copies of the troop. Because if they ever expanded it, they wanted to make sure that they didn't do it in a way that required copies. That's basically what they did with this patch. They expanded how leveling works on troops without actually requiring it to take more copies of troops. So it definitely requires more souls, that's for sure. Zeddicus, stop trolling. That is obviously not one. I forget what the other effect is on that one, but that is obviously not one of them. 3. No, the most useful one is, there's actually two most useful ones. The life gain, or not the life gain, my bad. The cleanse, I mean. The % chance cleanse every turn, as well as the magic. Those are going to be the two most useful ones. The cleanse one, I believe, is ultra rare, and unfortunately the magic one is mythic. Which means it's actually relatively hard to actually get a lot of the mythic metal. However, once you have them forever unless you use them for an upgrade. So once you get them, it's not going to be that big a deal. Initially getting them might be a little bit annoying. Because depending on luck, it could take like 10 hours to go farm 3 mythic metals. Which is definitely not a short amount of time, but for how much of a benefit it will be giving you, it's relatively short. Relative to how good of a benefit it is. And as long as you don't end up using those metals, you have that effect permanently whenever you want to slot them in. However, you can only use 3 of them at a given time. And any excess just get used to upgrade troops. Got some in there. Which troop would be better to boost early on? I'm not actually 100% certain on that. It's because I still need to double check what they 100% confirm the extra stats to be. Because they're doing extra stats based on the roll. And we don't know exactly what every single roll will get. Obviously something like Defender is likely to get HP and armor. However, we don't know if some of the other rolls will get really good things. For example, we don't know if Striker will necessarily be attack plus magic. If it is, that'd be amazing. However, we don't have definitive knowledge on until they release the notes on if that is the case or not, because they might have tweaked it last minute. So we still need to wait till the patch comes out before we will definitively know. Because just because a troop is good doesn't mean it gains a lot of benefits from being upgraded. It might gain useless stats like armor and HP or something. But that might not be useless on some of them. But I don't know what would be the worst combination. I guess armor plus attack would be pretty bad on most things, except for maybe mechs. In which case it'd be really good, especially on Tina. Oh, that exploded in a really weird way. Oh, that's still enough to kill, so it's fine. There's a scroll power. You take the move on, and they would take the last room for now. I think that'll be the last Doom we do for now. We'll go hand out a code and then mess with everything else, as well as go do that pet before I forget. Probably has like 20 minutes left. Can we finish this? I know we lost our hero. Luckily this isn't Delve, so we do get to replenish that as soon as we go to the next battle. Luckily that cascaded full mana, and he's dead. And that was the last room we needed here, right? I believe so, yep. Okay, and it was kill it. Good to go. Okay, I'll take red for now. Return to full, so we'll take a blue. Grab a Garg. Get a slice. Repeat the cycle. That first. Slicer kill. And it's definitely a match. And he's dead. Hey, actually got death mark. Speaking about dead. There we go. Okay, let's go hand out a redeem code. How much more time on the pet? 20 minutes. Hey, I said 20 minutes. This works out perfectly. Now let me go get the code. The almighty code. I believe the one below this is the next one, but let me just double check this one real quick. Yep, that is not the code section. That is also not the code section. Where'd the code section go? There it is. Put that in there, put that in there. That one's used. One should be good. That one's also used. How far down do we use already? That one's used. I gave out a lot more codes than I already thought. There we go. Paste that, copy the whole thing. There you guys go. EasyZoneGemsOfWar.com with the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over there is what you put in. Redeem codes right over there in chats. Copy paste the random numbers and letters. And give the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. It only works on PC mobile version. Now let's go do pets and then go mess around with our dailies. And it should be good to go. Yeah, we'll do this. Why not? That like really extremely quick kill team. Hey, except that one time. Yeah, I know, right? Except that one time when I gave gems. I still have some of those codes left too. Yep, no problem, everyone. So hello, Cynical. Welcome. Yeah, 30 minutes from now, you'll get to see all the spoilers related to next patch. The devs will be streaming the next patch. Salty still never replied to me from the other day. Realize that. You never answered. I really hope the patch is coming tonight or tomorrow. Probably not coming tonight, but I really hope it's coming this week. It's definitely before the end of this month. No official day has been given though. And a smash. Just snowball into us just winning. And we won. We gonna raid? Oh yeah, we're gonna go raid her with something. I feel like we should raid her with when is the next patch, but she's just gonna say soon TM. Though if she says at the beginning of the stream she has something special to say at the end of the patch, there's 100% chance it's today. Or within the next few days. It's pretty unlikely that it would be today, though. But it has happened before like that. Oh, I was trying to cast the wrong one. Let me stick that for now, actually. And then we can go for it after we finish chaining infinitely. There we go. Never mind. I don't even need a follow-up. We're just gonna get like a 20 times cascade. Spammer with soon TMs. That's funny. Yeah, we could spam her with soon TM. Spam her before she says it to us. We probably will do a pretty long stream if the patch comes out sometime this week. If it happens before I go. Yeah, if it happens before Friday, we'll do like a 12-hour or something stream of the next patch. Because there's a lot of grinding we initially need to do once the next patch comes out. And I really hope it happens this week because it would be really ideal if it happens before I go and not after. Do a video on Ring Fit Adventure. I saw the advertisement thingy for that. That's pretty funny. Not something I'll be getting though. Actually, what is the next Nintendo game I'll be getting? Probably the next Pokemon. Of which I haven't played for like a decade. Diamond and Pearl was the last one I played. A spammer with 100 soon TMs. We could. We have 100 people. There we go. I almost just bought the packs. That was funny. That would have been a fail. Get our tributes. Get a bunch of gems. Here, that pathetic gem stack. It went down a whole extra 2,000. Gotta go replenish those, that's for sure. It's obviously still a gigantic stack, but seen better days. Can you share the team's code? Which team are you referring to? The one for the Tower of Doom, or the one we were just using, or which team? So if you're referring to the one I was just using, I don't think I have the code for it, but it was Wrath, any Doom weapon, either green or red, ideally. Green has the better convert, however, red works more mana wise, as far as its coloration. Followed by Possessed King, and what was the other one? Skyla. You need Skullstorm off of Skyla. Hey, you need to star before Salty sees you and bans you. He won't do that. He would never do that. Grab our 1 gem key, then grab our blue deeds. We're getting pretty close at maxing out on blue. I believe we're at level 14. So we'll probably finish out to Merlantis, then move to Stormheim. If nothing else, it makes Sea of Sorrows a bit easier when we finally go for it. We'll eventually be doing. Seems like a really annoying delve to do without potions, though. Sea of Sorrows, that is. Hey, Jewel Gnome. That is the most useless of all the gnomes. Nothing good, unfortunately, in its drop table. And its diamonds drop is so rare. Also, I don't even need diamonds. Only thing you could possibly give me that would be useful to me is a gem key. I mean, a vault key, I mean. And 20 amethysts. Nothing good at all. So grab that, take that, grab or destroy. Clear the board, throw the key, and then dead. Double key. Key combo. And he's dead. There we go. Go take out dungeons. Actually, before I do, let me go use my blue deeds. Go into Merlantis. Where's Merlantis? Where did Merlantis go? Hiding behind a little thing. But, oh, I thought we had enough to upgrade to 14. Aw. Apparently not. Close. Need another 2. Really close, but not there. I gotta be careful not to overly use Imperials either. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you never know. So gotta be careful just in case. You obviously want to keep some Imperials on reserve for more important ones like purple and such. It'd be really weird running out of Imperials. That'd kind of be like running out of Celestials. It's something you generally don't run out of once you get ahead of the curve. But prior to getting ahead of the curve, it's going to be a slight problem. Okay, next thing. We did the pet, right? Yep. There's double checking? Yep. Oh, never mind. Yeah, there we go. Well, we could check from that page too, just all the check marks. Wait, literally checking all the checks. And let's go do dungeons. Soul Gnome is not the worst. And next patch, you'll see why Soul Gnome is not the worst. Also, you don't ever really run out of colored jewels for the most part. Pet rescues give you exponentially more jewels. If you do an entire pet rescue, you're getting like 50 to 100 of a colored jewel. Like these little colored things. And her diamond rate, which is what most people would probably want from her, is very, very low. The chance of her actually doing it. It's so low that you actually get more diamonds off a normal gnome than you do off of a jewel gnome, which doesn't make any sense at all. Because that's kind of her whole purpose, is to give those kind of resources. Yet the normal gnome does it better than her. The normal gnome does it in lower quantities, but it does it more frequently. Yeah, they're adding another gnome. I don't believe next patch, but they are adding one. I don't believe next patch is bringing it in, though. But we will be getting one. Take destroy for now. Yeah, they're adding Mech Gnome Race to World of Warcraft as well. Nice. Yeah, Warcraft 3 Reforged. Well, I'm not a World of Warcraft fan. Warcraft 3 I definitely am, that's for sure. And when Warcraft 3 Reforged comes out, we might be playing quite a bit of Warcraft on the channel. There's a lot of custom maps on Warcraft 3. Like 99% of the game is custom maps. Or at least how I view it. I don't know, I've never really cared for the base game of it much. Most of its value comes from all the customs. Anyways, so yeah, that's most of the things we need to go do. We just want to mess around with PvP a little bit. And just grind out some resources like gold if we really want to. But that was most of the main grind we need to do. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, definitely make sure to mention it now. Otherwise, I'll probably be wrapping up in the next few minutes. Grab a quick bite to eat. And then we'll head over to Salty Stream. Because she will be going over version 4.6 in less than half an hour from now. So you obviously want to make sure I end before then. We'll be ending just a little bit earlier. Get a quick bathroom break for everyone. Go over to the next patch. I'm not really allowed to mention too much with it. Like, until they do. I would stream it right now if I was allowed to. You never said I could, though. It is so tempting to do, though. It is very, very tempting. Well, I went over the spoiler image that was on their social media the other day. Oh, thank you, WoW. Oh yeah, I did get a haircut yesterday? Yeah, I believe it was yesterday. Just yesterday. Starting to lose track of the days because they keep moving by so quick. Entire like last week or two has just flown by. The rest of this week will as well. I'm gonna get so many things done before the 2 weeks off. Most of them not even related to the channel, just things I've been kind of putting off that I want to get done around the house before then. I feel like I always put off housework. Let's see, put that over. Get the other thing. Like, for my needs, it's fine. But for, like, having company over, it's, like, not even close. Let's see. We'll take that. Is disenchanting troops for souls worth it? No. Generally, even though there's not really anything else to use them for, generally you should never disenchant your troops for souls. Mainly because it has never been buffed since day one of the game. The values that you get for disenchanting troops... Hey, an epic ingot, nice. The values that you get for disenchanting troops is the exact same that it was when the game launched 5 years ago. Or almost 5 years ago. In about a month it'll be the 5-year mark. But, yeah, they have not buffed disenchanting ever. They've made it more convenient with, like, things that will, like, auto-disenchant, like, your entire inventory. Because before you had to do it... At one point, you had to do it manually, one by one. Which obviously would take forever with some of our stacks of thousands. But, they have never buffed the amount of souls you get for disenchanting. Which I don't really understand why. Because it is an extremely dated system. In 1 month, it'll be 5 years old, and it's not getting buffed next patch, so it's going to be over 5 years old by the time they possibly do something to it. Without a single rework. Well, the reasoning for not disenchanting is we don't know if we ever are going to need more copies of troops. It's very unlikely that we won't. However, there's no way of knowing if we actually will definitively never need more copies of troops. Also, did we just lose Key? We might have to forfeit this battle just because we lost Key. For our sanity. Because even though we could technically still win, it might be a little bit annoying to do so. And then again, I guess we still pulled off. Oh, kind of. It's going to be a really strange battle. I guess we can give it a shot. Oh, baby dragon. Carry us to victory. Come something good. Not exactly good. Still work with that, though. I need you to burn everything. Oh, that's not what we want. Well, round 2. Become something useful. Actually, it might not even matter. We just destroy her. There we go. We won. This was fun. Let's see if we can get anything good off of this. That's not any more. Not too bad. A little late. Stop summoning. There we go. Now it's dead. Watch it still get a summon off a 25% chance. Nope, good. Yeah, there's going to be a lot higher soul sync starting next patch. Which will be good and bad. Good because souls will have something to do. Bad because, yeah, people are going to need to grind a lot more souls. You need so many souls, I think I even need to grind souls. How many souls you're going to need eventually for next patch. Not all at once. Kind of like how deeds are. While it's a lot of gold if you look at it overall. If you look at it from the fact that it's going to happen very slowly over time, then it's not as much. What was my Tower of Doom team? I was using Slicer with Triple Gargoyle. We're likely going to be switching it to Yasmin's Pride into Ketris. But I'm just using Slicer into Triple Gargoyle for now. Also, probably going to mess around with the Grey King. While it's not going to be the most viable of option, it's going to be pretty funny. Since we could 4 times disable, or at least 3 times disable and 4 times hit the final battles of each Doom. Those little color ones. Because they're all 4 of them are the same color. Interesting to see how that would pan out. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, yeah, I'm probably going to start heading off a bit, grab dinner, and go send you guys Salty stream. And she'll be starting approximately 20 minutes from right now. And going over 4.6 patch when she does. And we'll be going over it tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll be able to play it tomorrow night. If it's not coming out tomorrow night, I am definitely going to push to see if I can actually stream it. So I really, 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 really hope it's actually coming out tomorrow night. But we'll find out. Any other questions, anyone? It took you forever to get the million for Dawnbringer, but you did it. Thanks to your weed pen and wrist brace. But yeah, the better soul farming method will be available next patch again. That will help speed it up. Because soul farming indirectly got like a 10 to 20,000 soul per hour nerf most recent patch. However, it's going right back to normal next patch. He's checked and you have 6,513 diamonds, and the only mythic in Forge that you can craft that you don't have is Xenos. Not going to make another Megavore yet? No. Definitely not worth really having 2 Megavores in the current state of the game. It's a fun premise to have, however, it's not that viable, unfortunately. I don't think any of these you'd really need more of then. Nothing really too good other than Megavore and Soulforge right now. Voice of Orpheus just doesn't really work that well since there's not really anything good to silence counter. The whole point of it's to silence counter, but there's no like really, really annoying silence in the game. Other than, I guess, the most recent troop that was just added. But, not really too relevant to use it just for that. Will we give one of those 25 gems for a 4.6 patch? Possibly. Consider it. What is our raid phrase for Salty? I guess we'll spam her with soon TMs in all caps. Might as well. Anyways, I'm going to be heading out for now. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be going over all the spoilers of 4.6. And possibly even 4.6 itself if the patch is coming out soon, TM. But we'll see. I highly doubt it's coming out tomorrow or today. But it's possible. It's not impossible. So we'll see. Anyways, let me go get the link for the stream. Where everything with 3.6 will be shown. Let me go get the link. They'll be covering in about 15 minutes from now. Here is the link. I'll be over there then. Gonna grab some food real quick, and I'll meet you all over there. And go rate her with soon TM. Wait until she actually starts, though. Don't do it, like, immediately. But, yeah, spam her with soon TM once she starts. They'll be starting in about 17 minutes from now. On the half an hour they normally start. So, yeah, 17 minutes from right now. When they'll be doing the stream. But anyways, guys, were there any other questions in there? Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed, and I will catch all of you tomorrow night. And we'll go over everything that she mentions on that stream if you don't want to go and watch it. And regardless, we're going to be going over it all, as well as maybe mentioning a few other things. Hopefully she'll cover it all of it so I can go into detail about everything. And who knows, maybe the patch will even be out by then, hopefully. We'll see. Only time will tell. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. See you there, and have a wonderful night. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.